Hello everyone, my name is Akshita from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. My topic is Introduction to Arduino Microcontroller. Contents: Definition of Arduino Microcontroller, Types of Arduino Microcontrollers, Features of Arduino Microcontroller, Basic terminologies in Arduino Microcontroller, Applications, Advantages, Conclusion. Definition: Arduino microcontroller is an open-source physical computing platform based on a simple input-output board and a development environment that implements the processing and wiring language. Arduino can be used to develop standalone interactive objects or can be connected to software on our computer. In general, we use the Arduino as a programming language based on wiring and the Arduino software IDE based on processing. Arduino microcontroller has been used in thousands of different projects and applications. Arduino was born at the Hivria Interaction Design Institute as an easy tool for fast prototyping, aimed at students without a background in electronics and programming. As soon as it reached a wider community, the Arduino board started changing to adapt to new needs and languages, differentiating its offer from simple 8-bit boards to products for IoT applications, variable 3D printing, and embedded environments. This is the diagram of Arduino microcontroller. Arduino microcontroller. Arduino UNO. This is the first type and it is the latest version of the basic Arduino USB board. This can also connect to the computer with a standard USB cable and contains everything else we need to program and use the board. Arduino UNO is a microcontroller board based on the Atmega 328P. It has 14 digital input-output pins, 6 analog inputs, a 16 hazard ceramic resonator, a USB connection, a power jack, an ICSP header, and a reset button. This Arduino can be interfaced with other Arduino boards, Arduino shields, Raspberry Pi boards, and can control relays, LEDs, servos, and motors as an output. Second type is Arduino Mega 2560. Arduino Mega 2560 is a larger, more powerful Arduino board. It has extra digital pins, PWM pins, analog inputs, serial ports, etc. The version of the Mega released with the UNO. The version features has twice the memory and uses the Atmega 8U2 for USB to serial connection. The Arduino Mega 2560 is a microcontroller board based on the Atmega 2560. It has 54 digital input-output pins, of which 15 can be used as PWM outputs, 16 analog inputs, 4 UARTs hardware serial ports, and a 16 hazard crystal oscillator, a USB connection, a power jack, an ICSP header, and a reset button. Third type is Arduino Duo-Milano. The Duo-Milano automatically selects the appropriate power supply, USB or external power, eliminating the need for the power selection found on previous boards. It also acts as easiest to cut trace for disabling the auto reset along with a solder for re-enabling it. Arduino Duo-Milano is a microcontroller board that is based on Atmega 168 or Atmega 328. It comes with 14 input-output pins, out of which 6 are used as PWM output pins. This board is useful where low speed and memory space is required. You cannot compare it with Arduino Mega that proves to an ideal choice for high-speed applications. Features of Arduino microcontroller. The operating voltage is 5 volt. The recommended input voltage will range from 7 volt to 12 volt. The input voltage ranges from 6 volt to 20 volt. Digital input-output pins are 14. Analog input pins are 6. DC current for each input-output pin is 14 milliampere. DC current for 3.3 volt pin is 50 milliampere. Flash memory is 32 kilobyte. SRAM, synchronous random access memory is 2 kilobyte, EEPROM, erasable electrically programmable read-only memory is 1 kilobyte, clock speed is 16 MHz. Basic terminologies in Arduino microcontroller. First one, analog to digital converter. Arduino has 6 analog channels for reading analog signals of 0 to 5 volts. Each channel has a separate analog pin. Atmega 328 microcontroller has an inbuilt analog digital converter with 10-bit resolution. Analog pins in Arduino only can read the analog input. It cannot reproduce the analog voltage. Second one, pulse width modulation PWM. The Arduino has 8-bit of resolution when outputting a signal using PWM, that is pulse width modulation. The range of output voltage is from 0 to 5 volts. Pulse width modulation is a process that is used to control the amount of power delivered to a device by switching it on and off rapidly. Pulse width modulation can be implemented in the Arduino using simple commands such as analog write or by using the pulse width modulation registers directly for more control. And this is one of the real-time application of Arduino microcontroller, that is RC car motor interfacing with Arduino. This is an Arduino-based Bluetooth-controlled RC car. It is controlled by a smartphone application. Bluetooth-controlled car is controlled by using Android mobile phone instead of any other method like buttons, gesture, etc. Ear only needs to touch button in Android phone to control the car in forward, backward, left and right directions. So ear Android phone is used as transmitting device and Bluetooth. RC car motor has controlled with an Arduino UNO and has two L298 motor drivers, a Bluetooth module HC06 and have two 1850 lithium ion batteries for the power supply. Next, applications. It is used for easy prototyping, controlling motors, robotics and control system, design basic circuit diagrams, home and industry automation, standalone projects, washing machine micro oven, traffic light countdown timer, medical instrument, emergency light for railways, security systems, window aircon controllers, CCTV switches. And these are advantages. Arduino microcontroller is a low power consumption. Arduino boards are relatively inexpensive compared to other microcontroller platforms. The Arduino software runs on Windows, Macintosh OS X and Linux operating systems. Most microcontroller systems are limited to Windows. It is cheap and ready to use. It has a large community of users and developers that provide support and resources. Effortless functions, large community, simple clear programming environment that is easy to use for beginners, yet flexible enough for advanced users to take advantage as well. Directly load the programs into the device without the need of a hardware programmer to burn the program due to the presence of the 0.5 kilobyte of booting. Conclusion. Arduino is a cheap and versatile open source prototyping environment. It is basically designed for novice, non-technical people, and programming language is also simpler in this Arduino microcontroller. Arduino has a terrific community support on documentation. Technical people can use Arduino for testing sensors or other prototyping work. The Arduino microcontroller is a low-cost way to enter into the hobby of robotics. Thank you.